Hey, what's going on, folks? Happy Sunday, fun day, and welcome to Variety and Airs, your source for currency, news, and bill searching. Let's go through some pocket change, see if we find anything above face value. Looks like we got a decent mix of some different bills and stuff, although what you're seeing right now is like ones. But there is some mixture in there of different denominations, so let's just jump right to it and see if we find anything. So this is a Series 2013 $1 bill. It looks like I probably got, I don't know, 15, 20 bills in here in my pocket money. So first off, is there anything in the serial number as far as patterns? There's some good repetition of 7s and 4s. If this 0 here would have been a 9, then we would have had a trinary of 4 7s and 9s. But it is what it is. Really beat up bill as far as conditions concerned, so if it was collectible, that would detract from any premium over face value. Now, one thing I do notice is there's a slight shift down in this seal here. Normally, this would reside a little bit higher towards the upper portion of the end there, but otherwise, this seal's sitting pretty centered, which is where we want it to be. Back of the bill, looks like there's a pinhole from somebody pinning it to something. Now, this is the Great Seal here. Nothing's changed with the $1 bill in over 60 years, so nothing to talk about there. However, there is a few things with the Great Seal that you should keep an eye out for as far as collectability, and that's going to be some issues with ink around where it says Novus Ordo Seclorum and where it says the Great Seal. Now, some of this blurring that happens amongst the graphics below the pyramid here is pretty normal, but sometimes you'll see some blurring around the eye of the pyramid, but not in this case. Alrighty, so next one's 2013 as well. As you can see, like I pointed out before, this is sitting kind of more where it's supposed to be. It's really supposed to sit kind of high on the word 1 and centered, but you'll notice that sometimes it's shifted to the left, right, up, down. Generally, you'll see left shifted prints, but if it's still sitting on any of these letters here, I would call it pretty normal, unless it's sitting off the E or off the O, or it's shifted so dramatically that it's just way out of whack, then I wouldn't say it's anything collectible. Next bill, this is a newer 2017 series. The only difference here is the signatures, of course. As you can see from the previous $1 note, just changes in signature there. Now, Stephen Muchin is the only one that puts a signature in a print form. That's a little bit different, but that has nothing to do with the actual collectability of the bill. This press through here, it looks like a fingerprint, but it's in fact just ink coming through the fibrous threads of the bill from the front. So that's nothing collectible there. Kind of keep shooting along. Another 2013 series bill. Now, the only changes, any differences as far as physically speaking, is the lettering here for your Federal Reserve Bank seal. As you can see, this one's sitting really low too. It's shifted down, but once again, it's still in that acceptable area for the seal to shift. So I got a lot of questions about that. That's not collectible in my opinion, if it's just shifted slightly. Another 2013 series bill. Now, one thing to keep in mind on these two is you'll see this blurring down here around that 2 and that 0. Now, that's pretty common for a bill that's already beat up like this. Most likely it's been wet at some point. You can tell from the discoloration of the bill. And so, you know, plus it's 2013, so albeit not very old, still a bill that's been around for a little while. So, yeah, it is what it is. Look at the back of the bill. Really beat up, as you can see. You can tell from this browning that it's got not only dirt and stuff on it, but it's also been wet at some point from that discoloration. $5 bill, probably my favorite of the redesigns so far. Now, we'll see if 2s, 1s, and other denominations go either through another redesign or the first redesign they've seen in decades, coming here in the next few years. There was some talks about switching over the presidential depictions on the front of some of the bills to different people and stuff like that, maybe putting a woman of historic importance on one of the bills. But that seems to be kind of nullified by the current president. That was something that was kind of pushed forward more under the Obama administration, but it seems the Trump administration doesn't really want to change around the graphics on bills. There's not much detail to go with that, but we'll see in the coming 5 to 10 years if there's any major changes in graphics on bills for various reasons. I mean, generally it's anti-counterfeiting measures, so, we'll just have to see. Another 2013 series bill. Now, I know I went through a couple different bills there, some 5s and a 1 or 2, but I didn't find anything there as far as collectability is concerned. Lots of damage to these bills. They are circulated. We do go through pocket change, so, is what it is. This one's got what looks to be some blue ink up here, so that wouldn't be a color of ink used in the production of the bill. Here we go, nice little star note. Almost a date note if this wasn't 66 and was, say, like 26. But it's an older bill, 1999, so it's before that redesign. Let's look at, just because we don't get a lot of opportunities to look at the differences. So, they didn't change much, obviously, with the depiction. It's still the same painting that they used for the portrait of Lincoln. However, they got rid of this outside frame around him. They changed it with stars here. They also took portion of the great seal from the $1 bill and brought it over to the front of this bill. And then they just did some graphics enhancements. They changed over how the numerical values are shown, and then they added some anti-counterfeiting measures into the bill, like some color-changing ink. So that's some differences there. Now, star notes are awesome. They're replacement notes. I always wonder what exactly happened to the note that it replaced. But I'm going to hold on to this bad boy. I love star notes. I don't have a lot of 5-star notes for some odd reason, but this one's nothing to call home about as far as condition. I wish you could feel it through the video here, but it's very thinned out. It's been used tons and tons of times. It is a 20-year-old bill. But cool star note. Still got a little color to it and a little life to it, so we'll hold on to it and get it into a plastic container and add it to our star note collection. Now, getting down there on the last couple of them. So nothing super major. Now, nothing in the serial number. This is another example of some condition issues. So you'll notice that the seals and the serial numbers, well as this seal, are quite bright in relation to the remainder of the bill. Now, that's how the printing process for U.S. currency is done. It's a multi-phase process. And the seals and the serial numbers are actually printed within the bill. The portrait of the president, as well as these other things here around the outsides of those seals, are printed on the bill. So it's an intaglio method. And so therefore, that's the reason why some stuff is going to be a lot more diminished in quality or condition than other portions of the bill. It's a little tidbit there for you. Nothing in the serial number there. I thought we had a broken ladder for a second, but it's not. Little bit better condition 2013 note. Still nothing crazy jumping out at me as far as collectability is concerned, as far as errors or any sort of ink issue. Nothing here. Sometimes you get some blurring around here too. There's a lot of repetition of 13 used throughout the $1 bill. If you're interested in stuff on the $1 bill, I do have a video that covers all the ins and outs of it. That's neither here nor there in this bill searching video. We are holding on to a small star note, a $5 star note, series 1999. So nothing too crazy in this. We did come across some really good stuff in our $2 bill searching, as well as a couple really good quad and doubles repeaters. So check those videos out in the last couple weeks. Otherwise, look forward to some giveaways. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers, thanks to you wonderful folks out there on the interwebs. Keep going to VarietyErrors.com, and I have dropped my new book, which is called Turn Pocket Change into Profit. It'll teach you all the stuff we go through in this video series, and you can pick it up. It's only $15 or $5 for the ebook on Amazon, or you can go to our website, VarietyErrors.com, and just buy a copy for yourself. Support the cause, support the channel. I love you guys out there. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful hobby, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.